Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
Whoa. Under a bridge is crazy. Now, my question is, do you actually agree with her? Do you not care where another man finds his woman? In fact, should you care where you find your woman? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, let's go ahead and finish this video, then have this conversation. Make sure you join this conversation by liking the video, leaving a comment, and subscribing to the channel because I'm posting daily content. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go.
Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge.
No, I live for Stedman, but you know that Stedman has for many.
It depends on the man. It depends on the man. And then we're going to be wondering, how did you find her? Why did you find her under a bridge? What were you doing under that bridge? And then we may stop caring. Let's continue.
Many decades been the butt of jokes.
Yeah, because of gender rules.
Yes.
People feel like because she's Oprah Winfrey, who did y'all want her to be with, Barack Obama? That doesn't make sense, guys. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about powerful women, what we're left with. So I'm supposed to find...
Wait a minute. What powerful women are left with? That's crazy in itself because women have always been warned that all men do not have the same set of morals. And the majority of the guys that you think are your options are just options for you to be put through the mattress by. Not every man wants a relationship. Not every man will give you a commitment. Women have been warned. Now, the powerful women find this out in a different way because what they start to realize is the men that they want, right? The men that are on their financial level, those men are never looking at them because they want the most beautiful woman, not the meanest woman. Let's continue.
Find love, but he's got to have a certain amount of money, and then, but at the same time, I got to still be like, guys, what's going on here? Why am I? Nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. No one cares.
No one
cares. And I frankly don't care if that's who you love. That's who you love. Why do we have to deal with that?
Yes.
That to me makes no sense. I ain't never look. My daddy told me a man needs to treat you right. He needs to handle and service you in whatever way you need service. Let me tell you one thing that Keke don't need:
money.
From nobody. Now, if you want to give a little something and get my nails done, something cute.
Like hearing her speak, you would think that she would never disrespect a man. She would never disrespect a man that she had a child by, especially because this man, as she was taught by her father, that he's supposed to treat her right and service her, right? Now, what does she give that man in return? Because, I mean, she disrespected her baby daddy. Now, I'm only saying that because the way that the world is set up, right? Like, we can call it feminism. We can call it equality. We can call it the modern day mindset. But here is the biggest issue that women run into all the time. They're constantly listening to the wrong women.
And while y'all in my comments talk about morals and respect, you can keep your morals. I just made 30K in 15 days. And that takes you 365 days of blood, sweat, and tears to touch. You feel me? It's fucking moral. I'm up.
They're constantly listening to the wrong women. They're listening to women that they're in direct competition with. They might not even know it. That woman may be sneaking around with her man. That woman may actually want her man, or that woman may be plotting on exactly how to get him. And all she needs to do is move you out the way. Or
we listen, but we don't judge.
Do you want me to say it?
Do it.
I f***ed the kid you were in love with.
You guys
Oh.
Wait, did you actually?
Out the way, or get her opportunity. What women fail to realize, especially the powerful women, is you're not gonna have guys falling at your feet because you make money, because the majority of women who are powerful, they come with really nasty attitudes. And because of those nasty attitudes, the majority of men do not want to deal with those women. For instance, when you listen to a woman who says she has all of this, she thinks that men are intimidated by her. No, men are annoyed with that woman because in her mind, she's the shit. And because she's the shit, she's gonna treat you like shit. Only certain men can deal with that. Only a man with a certain mindset can deal with that. Meaning he's going to be looking at her and saying, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm good because she got us. In fact, we can look at situations like Kevin Federline or guys who have got with a rich woman, got her pregnant, or the woman just makes more and he figured out, you know what? If I stay married to her long enough, and he might not even know this, but if I stay married to her long enough, she's gonna have to pay me alimony. Now, most men don't know that because most men would allow that powerful woman to get that prenup. But just because you have a prenup does not mean that it cannot be contested. When it comes to men caring about another man and where he found his woman, it really depends on the man. It depends on the man because we're looking at men and trying to see if he's competition or if he's a bottom feeder or if he's somebody that we can work with. So men care because a woman can destroy an empire. Now, what we're going to be wondering about is, or caring about is, how did you find that woman under that bridge? And what were you doing under that bridge? Better question. Where did you find her? Because you may have to drop her ass back off where you found her. So please pay attention to where you find a woman because a lot of women will treat you a certain way, especially when they reach a certain level. Now, a lot of us have to learn this through experience, but some of us try to warn others, and this is where the caring comes from. Now, in the reverse, or let's just say the opposite side, why do women care? The reason why women care is because they want that man. They know, or let me say some of the women know that they're in competition because they're like, you know what? I'm going to get that man no matter what. So now the competition is even higher. But here's the funny thing. The man who has the most money is looking for the most beautiful woman. Right now, he may actually be looking for something else and he may actually find something else. But what you will find is if she's not the most beautiful woman, she will be wrapped in money. Now, when I say wrapped in money, what I mean is, you know, her body would be carved up, her face would be carved up or injected, right? Like it's gonna take a lot of upkeep for that woman to actually be beautiful. Now, men can see this. We actually know what a beautiful woman looks like. The reason I'm pointing this out is because men want beautiful women. Women don't realize that we can actually see what they look like. And in our own minds, we realize or we register attractive, slightly attractive, average, gorgeous, beautiful, pretty, right? Like we register those things. Women just look at each other and I don't know what they think. Like, I don't think they realize who and what their competition is. For instance, even if she's pretty, but this one is willing to, you know, drop them draws or do things that this one is not willing to do, that's going to pique a man's interest. So again, it's all about piquing or getting a person's attention. Now, when it comes to that whole Oprah and Stedman thing, the majority of men understand the money that Oprah makes is impossible. You're not gonna make that much money as a man in your lifetime. Now, there will be a few men who do that, but I can guarantee you the women that they have will not look like Oprah. In fact, if they actually have one woman and not a whole bunch of women, she probably won't look like Oprah. I can almost guarantee it. Now, I can definitely be wrong, but I just believe that the majority of men are looking for a beautiful woman. The one thing that I never hear men say is that Oprah is beautiful. What I do hear them say is that she's ridiculously rich. So because of the money that Oprah has, that's what makes her attractive, kind of, sort of. like she's kind of sort of attractive based on the money and the lifestyle that you would be living. Now, here on my channel, this is why my message is adapt, fellas. Figure out how you want to live, because we just saw Keke Palmer receive information from her dad about how a man should treat a woman, but did her mother ever tell her how she should treat a man? Because this woman absolutely embarrassed her baby daddy. So what we know is she understands one side of it, but does she understand the opposite side? I'm saying whether she understands the opposite side or not, meaning how she should treat you, you have to understand how you want to be treated. So adapt to dating, because it has changed. You no longer have to marry a woman in order to get the box. Now, I do understand how much harder it is to date, but the reason why it's so hard to date is because 90 to 95% of the population is actually broke. This is why women can make these statements like powerful women, right? The reason why they can say that is because in a way she is powerful when she has more money, because she has more access to things in life. She can do things. Her lifestyle is completely different from people who don't have a certain amount of money. You'll look and say, man, that is a waste of money. Why would you waste money on doing that? Whereas that person would say, you know what? This saves me so much time that I'd rather pay for that. It's a different mindset. So that's why I'm saying focus on your mind, focus on your body, focus on your finances. Understand how finances work. That way you can get to a different level. You can save time, you can make time, you can create time, right? Now, I'm just saying that because time is like the biggest thing that we have to understand that is limited. Time is the biggest thing that is limited to us because we don't know how long we're going to be alive. But with all of this being said, I got a question for you. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.